Good morning and welcome to a nice little woodland valley in North Yorkshire where I've been before, and welcome back to another vlog and thank you for tuning in. You can tell the winter season is kicking in because the old Aldi hat is out again. So yes, as I said, I have been in this valley before, but I've never filmed a vlog here. I came probably about a year ago in the winter last year and took some nice sort of misty morning pictures. And some nicer shots higher up on the valley, on the footpath up the side of the valley going out towards where the sun was rising. So there were some really nice shots. I'm a bit earlier this year because we've still got just the last remnants of autumn colour which I've come out to shoot. So apologies for not having posted a video on Friday this week, but hopefully this one is coming out tonight on Sunday, so that's going to be my day today, sorting that out. So I've come across the scene straight away here, so what I'll do is I'll get my camera set up and then I will talk you through the composition. Okay, so as you can see, if I just pull the screen down a little bit there, so I'm going for this autumnal scene. So as you can see, we've got some nice autumnal shades in the tree on the left hand side, lots of leaves on the floor. I'm using the polarizer to just cut the glare out from them, and I also quite like that in the back of the frame, if I just zoom in for you, there's a human element to the picture, which is this sort of fence with this lovely green plant life in front of it. So yeah, the only issue is the focus, because I'm quite close to it. You can see that I'm at 1600 ISO because the leaves are moving, so I need that to try and be sharp at 1/25th of a second. So I've had to drop my open up my aperture to f7.1. So what I've basically got is the fence and all of those bits of the background are really sharp, and I've just had to sacrifice a bit of focus on the leaves in the foreground. I couldn't focus stack it because, as you can see, they're moving around quite a lot, but yeah, and you can probably just see the sun is about to come up over the back of the valley there. So I'm going to head this way and walk along this path here and see if I can find some nice autumn colour and some nice sort of open scenes is what I'm thinking. So, but anyway, yeah, hopefully that's come out okay, and I'll put that up as my first image and walk on and see what I can find. Okay, so as per usual, I've not got very far. I've just come around the other side of the woodland where I was in, and I'm actually shooting the same tree that was at the top of my last picture, but just from the other side. Now, I'm taking a bit of a risk here because I am on a slope and I'm trying to do a panoramic with the sun coming up on one side of the frame. So the sun's not in it. The sun, as you can see, is behind me now. It's just starting to come up, and it's just starting to bathe some lovely light on these trees. But the main focus is the tree that I just took a picture of in the other one. I've got most of that in. And then, because over on this side, there's some beautiful green and yellowy leaves. And then on the other side of it, there's a tree that's sort of in more steady decline than that tree is, if I say. It's looking a little bit worse for wear. So there's a bit of contrast between them both. And I can just see the light's just starting to catch the trunks in the background there. So I'm going to keep shooting that. It's probably about 5 or 6 images, but because it's on a slant, they might distort. I might not. I've got my tripod level as best I can, and the camera level as best I can, but I'm having to shoot slightly up. So I've no idea what's going to happen with this, but I want to take this quickly so then I can get down into the valley as the light is coming up, as you can just see. But it's a beautiful morning, so hopefully this has come out okay. Fingers crossed. Okay, so just making my way back down the hillside here and then walk along this valley as the light is pouring in. I'm just going to bring you around this way, break my ankle. Yeah, as you can see, it's beautiful enough. I just saw. There we go. So yeah, with panoramic shots like that, it's really difficult because you just can't see the finished piece until you've stitched all the images together in Lightroom. So, but I kept taking it as the light was coming up. You've got to make sure, obviously, that your settings don't change as you go round. So you keep it on manual mode. Otherwise, your camera will auto adjust for the brighter part of the image nearer the sun as you come round. But yeah, the other thing with it is that obviously the sun is coming up over the valley, so it's only catching the top bit of the trees. But I think it'll be fine. However it comes out, I'll put it on for you to have a look at, and you can let me know what you think. But yes, the sun's up now, so this way and see what else we can find. Look at that beast. What a gorgeous tree. I'm not sure it would be a particularly interesting photo. It's a bit one-dimensional, I suppose, with the fact it's just got orange. Yeah. That's just one to enjoy, I think. I'm not going to shoot that. When you say something, immediately afterwards you think, you idiot. Just looked at this tree again. Of course I'm going to shoot it. It looks incredible. And the light's catching it beautifully, so let's get set up here. It's fallen over, of course it's fallen over. I'm sorry, you fell over. Neglected you. Oh, now you're facing the sun. So yes, I think you can hear me. You can. Yeah, as I said, I stepped back from that and thought, you idiot, stop being so, I don't know what the word is, trying to be clever and think, I'm not going to shoot that. It's an incredible tree. It's got orange leaves and the sun's catching it from the side, so why wouldn't you shoot it? I'll show you what I'm doing with it. So I'm shooting this in a panoramic again. Now the reason for that is that I can fit the whole tree in if I just shoot it in landscape, but it's such an impressive tree. I want it to be as high resolution as possible, so I want real detail in the image. So when I'm showing it to you, I can really get close in on it. So by shooting a panoramic, I can take 3 large resolution images to make one really big file. So that's what I'm going to do. So I just need to make sure I've got the focus on the tree there, and make sure you can see what I'm doing as well. I don't think I need to worry too much about how level the tripod is, because it's only going to be quite a small panoramic image. My only slight worry is that I'm at f6. Sorry, I'm at 1/6 of a second, which means it's not too quick. If I go to f7 again, bump my ISO up. It's all about sort of not sacrifice with photography, but sometimes something's got to give. So by upping the ISO, it just means there might be a bit of noise to it, but that's okay. Right, the sun's catching it beautifully now, as you can see. So let's take 1. 2. Oh, the leaves are moving a lot. That worries me. I think that's got it all in there. But if I just sort of show you as I scroll through them, you can see what I'm aiming for. So hopefully we've got a nice high resolution image of this absolute beauty of a tree. I like it when I get shots like that, because I just think that's the shot where I think, okay, if I don't get anything else, every time I look at this, my hat's too low down. If I don't get anything else, then I'm happy with that one. And yeah, I've missed being out last weekend, so it's just, I always say this, but it's a real privilege to do this. I mean, it takes a bit of effort. I've had to get up early and drive a little way, but like I said, I have this light show all to myself. So anyway, I'm going to stop standing around talking about it and see if I can get another picture of it. But yeah, hope you enjoy that one, and let's do one. It's also, if you can hear the quad bike, there's a guy, I don't know what his job is, but he was here last time I came. Very cool, just riding around here on a quad bike. I'm sure he's actually doing something else and not just riding around on a quad bike for fun. Rounding up sheep, maybe. Gorgeous. What's up? Sorry, Peter McKinnon reference, right back at you. Yes, I have spotted another subject, which is, it's very Rousel-esque photography. It's very sort of, not old school, I don't know if my photography's changed a bit, but these are the kind of images that won't blow up on Instagram. Not that any of mine do, but it's a silver birch in the distance catching some light, so it's got that painterly look to it, which I love. So I've got my zoom lens on, although actually having said that, I'm not actually that far zoomed in, but I'm going to in a minute. I've got a couple of composition ideas, so again, let me just show you what I mean. Okay, so this is the one that I'm shooting first of all. So as you can see, I've got the silver birch trees, two of them, with just a little bit of colour on one of them, but it's more the light on the trunks that I like. They're in focus, and I have got, just in the foreground, I've got some bracken that's turned, it's dead. But it's, as you can see, it's catching a gorgeous show. I'll just take that now because that's a beautiful colour. That's a lovely shade of sort of orange. So it's sort of telling the story about these two branches that, that I'm a distance away. What I don't like is the sky in the corner. It's a bit distracting. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to compose another image when I've finished talking to you, and I'm going to zoom right in on and just focus on the branches and try and eliminate the sky and see what that looks like. So I'll show you both, and if you wouldn't mind telling me which one you prefer, then that'd be great. Just before I show you those two images, I just want to thank you to everybody that's subscribed. I've gone past 100 subscribers now. I think I'm at 115 today, which is a very, very small number of followers, obviously, compared to other people that do this for a living, but I don't do it for a living. So it's exciting, and I'm seeing some growth. I'm seeing more likes and views on my videos, which is brilliant. So if I can just remind you now, if you're enjoying this video, if you could just hit the subscribe button, then you'll get a notification whenever I release new content, which should be every Friday. And if you can like the video, that makes a big difference as well, just to get more people coming to watch what I'm doing. So but thank you if you've done that already, and yeah, that'd be much appreciated. So I'll show you those images now. Right, so the issue sometimes with doing landscape photography in these locations is you see things and you can't get to it because of fences and private land and things like that, which is of course fine, and I'm not going to ever be a person that's going to trespass just to get a shot, because that's unethical and just sends the wrong message that trampling all over the landscape is the right thing to do for whatever the end justifies the means. It's not the case. So what I've got here is an interesting subject of, I'm going to turn you around and show you because I don't want to point the sun right in your eyes. Okay, so the subject, you can just see beyond there, you can actually see it's standing out quite clearly there. It's this tree down by the river that is having its leaves sort of backlit by the sunlight at the moment. It's just starting to spit with rain, but that's fine. And it's a little bit dark on here because I've taken the image. I've actually underexposed it. I've made it darker deliberately because I don't want to blow out the highlights on the leaves. I want to make sure I can get that detail in them. But it's a beautiful image, and I'm glad I captured it before, because it's just losing a bit of the light now. But obviously the tree itself is completely obstructed by the trees in front of it. If I zoom in here just to show you, so all of these trees are in front of it. The actual tree is down on the riverbank, and it'd be lovely to get down there and take an image, but I can't. So I'm hoping that the light illuminating the leaves through the other trees will have quite a nice effect, and it's just something a little bit different, so I'm glad I've taken it. But yeah, we're getting quite a sort of misty effect now, which is quite nice, because it's raining. So, and the sun's just going behind some cloud that I think it might not come back from, so that could be one of my last shots, but we'll see. But anyway, I'll put that one up now, and let me know what you think. Hat adjustment. Right, something amazing just happened then, and this is why it's always worth getting out of bed, because I didn't want to get out of bed this morning, and there was a momentary pause of wondering whether I should, and I did, and thank goodness. So as you saw, it started to rain there, but as it was raining, so this cloud, this haze of rain was obviously passing away from me down towards the valley, and I could see this mist is what it looked like, because it was backlit by the sun, so there's this incredible mist as the rain moved away from me, and I could see it. So I ran back the way that I've come really quickly, well, relatively as quickly as I could through the mud, and carrying all of this, and I've just picked out some trees on the top of the sort of the ridge line, what am I trying to say, well, they're next to the road over there, but they're raised up, so they're perfectly backlit by the sun with this complete separation, so it just looks like this sort of hazy, orangey kind of mist behind it. So I had to take them really quickly. I'm hoping I've got one with it backlit with some streaks of rain and one of the trees nice and sharp, but I'll see. I just had to furiously take a load, so yeah, really pleased. You can see now the sun is quite high. I think the light is too harsh on the trees, so I think it's probably time for, I've wanted to do this for a while, it's a coffee making montage, because now I've got something new to play with. Oh, cheers. I really hope I can stitch that together effectively, because that was not a smooth coffee making experience. Takes some getting used to the old jet boil. What I have to say is it's so quick. So I'm just going to pack up my stuff and just sit here, or stand here and just enjoy this coffee in this wilderness. That's just for me. The sunlight is very harsh now, so we can see on me, so it's not going to be particularly pleasant on the landscape. So I'm pretty happy to call it a day there. So yeah, as I said before, please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again in another one. Cheers.